these are 6 of the most essential Minecraft build hacks for any build in Minecraft. These applies to any type of build, redstone or a farm, but these are the most essential build hacks for Minecraft. Now let's go on with the first one. The first tip that I have is using a mod called Litematica. This is a very cool mod that lets you import 3D blueprints called Litmatics off of the internet. They are very helpful in building. As you can see, it gives me a 3D blueprint. Let's say if I wanted to build this car. Now, if you're building a creative build, you can paste it in using the paste schematic in World. Or if you're in survival, you can use the easy place function to help you place blocks correctly. This also works really well for redstone builds, as it's far more effective than most tutorials, unless they need like special stuff, but that's not really what this video is about. Now, Litematica is very helpful, and the best place to get Litmatics is a website called AppFinders. So if you just search up AppFinders or AppFinders Litmatics on the internet, heck, if you just search up like Litmatics downloads, you should probably find it. It'll come up first. It's a pretty big website, and they have all sorts of Litmatics from farms to builds to redstone stuff. It's a great website, and Litematica is a super helpful tool and build hack. It is absolutely amazing. Would 100% recommend, unless you're on Bedrock, of course. Now, before we get any farther into the video, I would like to kindly ask you to subscribe. Social Blade says we'll hit 1,000 subscribers in 115 days. However, I think we can hit it way faster if you subscribe. So please subscribe to help us hit 1,000 subscribers and help me grow my channel. With that, let's get on with the video. Is planning and creative. So like this massive cyberpunk city that I'm building, there's no way that you would ever want to freehand this. Like, that's just not reasonable. So making a build in creative using tools like being able to fly is super duper helpful, because it makes builds a lot faster, and if you don't decide you don't like it, it's a lot easier to tear down than if you do in survival, and it also saves you a lot of time and resources, since you can build a lot faster in creative than you can in survival. So building in creative first and taking a Litematic of it before going back to survival is an amazing tip, and it will help you so much while building. Which of these walls looks better? If you're normal, you probably said this one. If you said this one, I don't know what to say, but this is called texturing. So let's say you have a stone wall. If you texture that said stone wall, you're also going to use stone bricks, some cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, stone bricks, and that kind of thing. You want to use blocks that are similar but slightly different, so like other gray blocks. So I'm using World Edit. So World Edit is very helpful. I'll talk about it later, so I can input all the blocks I want. So let's say I want to add dead brain coral block, my bad. That also looks good. So you want to use a variety of blocks, since if you just use one block, it looks bland and flat. When you use a variety of blocks, it looks much better. So I would really recommend using texturing, otherwise your bases are always going to look bland and flat. Texturing is so important. I cannot stress how important it is. On the last segment, the next thing that we get to do is World Edit. World Edit is a super useful tool that lets you select 2 regions. Like, let's say I want to make this pillager outpost at different blocks. I would select 2 points. Let's say here and here. Now, I would see what the pillager outpost is made out of, which would be these things. So I would do / replace those items with any other item that I want. Let's go with chiseled copper. And then I could replace the dark oak logs, and I could replace it with dragon heads. So this is a super useful tool. Also, you can use this to / fill areas without them updating. So it's like the /fill command, but way more versatile and way better, and very useful if you want to build something, since it's a lot faster than normal /fill or just placing in blocks by yourself. So I would highly recommend using this mod. I know there's a few of these are mods, but they are so useful and they make building so much better, and they're great build hacks. The next thing to improve your build is adding depth. This wall is really nicely textured, but one thing it doesn't have is any depth, so let's add depth to it. So now I've added depth and it looks a little more run down. Adding depth is more helpful for a build where you're trying to make it look run down instead of like a fancy new build, like you're trying to have a run down city or like a destroyed area. Adding a lot of depth is nice, but if you have a not very destroyed area, it's really good to have a little bit of depth, as it will make your build a lot better and a lot better looking. If you're going to build a build in survival, this one doesn't really apply to creative. There's really no point building it, and you're not probably going to use it if it doesn't have any function for you at all. Like this build I used to use a lot since this is our old storage system. This one has some stuff like food, beds, and crafting tables, which I could use as like a little work area. However, this build that's made of a ton of beacons, I don't have any function for it. It just sits there, so therefore I almost never ever go near it, and it's kind of useless. So if you're building a build, it would really benefit you to make it functional. Otherwise, you're not going to use it very much, and it's just going to sit there and go to waste. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Also, I sometimes stream on weekends, like Sundays and Saturdays, so you might want to tune into those live streams. And with that, I will see you later. Goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe.